This is the best half-sword clips of February. How was your February? Let me know in the comments. This one says, rather brainless and decapitating win. Immediate head removal. You know, surgery and all that. Definitely YouTube. Right here we get him right in the knightly armor. And drag him around. Like, sometimes you just need a little drag. And ending it here with a little headbutt. Going in with an axe. Can't quite land that swing yet. I believe I recorded this in January, so a little lackluster on some of the skills I've developed since then. But now he's down. And a little kick to show assertion of dominance. This next one is called Dropped Your Head, Bro. I remember that one. I concluded January with it. I ran out of footage and just put that there. It was glorious. So, we start off with a hatchet to the face. This one's called Face Parry. And as you can see, he clearly blocked my attack. I couldn't handle it. He parried with his face. So I had to go back and finish the job. Right here. Couple of axe swings and a chop right down the thigh. Oof. He poked me, couldn't handle that, and he poked me again. As is the problems with the pitchfork. Very easy to just run into it. You gotta knock it aside, which can be very difficult for a newcomer. Regardless, pushing forward, I still managed to get through. And taking it out, letting him fall, ending the conflict brutally. So there's a skill issue, problem in half-sword with spearmen. This one's called Spearman's Skill Issue. As you can see, I'm trying to get around the pitchfork. Can't quite do it. But I do get his neck right here. Watch him fall. Think about his life decisions. But moving on from that, get another neck shot. They've become very easy to do in the game nowadays. It's kind of a given now. Back when starting, it was very impressive to do. I think most people who really try the game can agree. So going into this one, we immediately get stabbed. Very unfortunate. As you can see, my arms kind of flop around. I even dropped my sword. Don't know if that was intentional or not. I'm going in and trying to punch him. Can't quite do it. But I do kick him into the fence. He kind of jumps up and falls back down. Moving on. Immediate arm chop. Absolute limb cutter. Parrying this guy and fighting. I get him in the back. And he falls back. And now he falls back onto the ground. Ending the conflict. This one is called Death by Greatsword. A good name, at least in my opinion. As you can see, I'm half-swording and pushing him back and forth from the side, and then switching my grip, and then going in for some more longer strikes. The technique I start picking up a lot more through the game. Right there, a little poke in his head. And then I bash him again with the handle of my sword, which does some good blunt damage. Not quite down yet. I twist him around, continue half-swording. Skip ahead a little and Right about here, I believe I finish him. It was a long fight. Very long duel. In fact, it's still going. There he goes. Nice. Immediately start off with quick swings from the axe, and this guy back here grapples me, this stupid peasant farmer. So I use him as a human shield. Immediately he goes down, and I execute him. Although, that comes at a cost as my head gets smacked up a little. And as you see, my swings are slower now because I'm damaged. But that doesn't mean I quit, as even on my knees, I swing forth and get back up. Ending him. Or not. He's a tough one, but I am too. Right there, we end it. Took his arm, and he's gonna fall slowly down, giving us the victory. Ever feel like trash? Well, this one's called Thrown Away. And as you can see, he gets thrown away like the trash he is. Absolutely trashed. I had a funny glitch and I give him a little kick. It sends him flying and skidding across the rocky floor. Right here. A little jab in the shoulder. Usually that's enough to end the fight with the Great Axe. I keep going at him anyway. And it's just stuck in. The axe is pretty powerful. That's what I've learned in all my half-sword fighting is use an axe. It's broken. So this is about the time I started to flirt with the mace a little bit. It's a very powerful weapon when you smack them in the head. So I'm just flailing about. After a few attempts, they usually begin going down. It's absolutely crushing. Right here, we got a massive head smack. I would fall down too after that one. That looked like it hurt a lot. And I finish up the fight here. The man lost his weapons and he's just stuck with a dagger. No doubt he can't really use it. He hasn't studied the historical books that I've studied, and so I just smack him down, ending the fight. So this one's the same as the previous one, as I started to thoroughly enjoy the mace a lot, as you saw with that face smack. And in the future, I'm probably going to release some historical videos about the mace, while in half-sword, of course. So I'm just kind of getting used to it. Started creating my own techniques. As you saw, I parried and then immediately came up and smacked him in the head. I tried doing overhead swings, didn't quite work out in that moment. But just really parrying, getting used to it. And the skill of the parry is why I put this on the best of videos. So moving back to the axe, we got an armored fight. I kind of just jab it into his side, where they are most vulnerable in this armor setting. Boom. Head goes flying. It just vanished, honestly. I don't know where it went. It's probably in another dimension from how hard I smacked his neck there. Switching my grip back to a half-sword grip, I kind of tried to get him, but didn't work. But right here, we go under his helmet and just slice upward into his skin, making his helmet go flying, and then just ending him. And same with this guy. Little funny decapitations. I hold his head up as I just toss it out of the ring. Brutal. So we start off hitting a spear off to the side. ultimate weakness of spearmen's in the current game. Getting really close and cutting them like that. He ain't gonna be a spear fighter anymore. Then moving into a greatsword, we got another spear fight, but I just go in and cut his legs. He ain't gonna be walking no more. And now, got two people out here at once, and they got a really lucky hit. And as you see, I'm swinging with one hand now because they got my arm. But despite that, I still end up winning this fight, as you only need one arm to really swing a longsword. Especially if you use the momentum and turn your camera. A bit hard to do if you lock it on. And I won. So we got multiple opponents here. I believe this is called the Brave Stand. As is the video title, the Brutal Brave Stand. And I'm kind of just parrying, getting my way across. And I nearly end him. There we go, we end him. Throwing off his leg, but the fight continues. It's, I think a 5v1, or is it a 4v1? I believe it's a 5v1. Right here, kick him down, throw him to the side, kick him in the fence, and he's down. And then I just gotta finish him, so naturally I begin striking, but he puts a shield right in front, so I have to kind of push it inside in half sword mode. But yeah, everyone's just groaning now, and we won the fight. And I kind of just taunt them after that. So this one's called Axe Master. Quite a bold title. I believe this one has a lot of precise axe moves that really put an edge on the fight. Pun absolutely intended. Right there, we slice his face in a very brutal fashion. Kind of dueling a halberd and just shove it in and take out the arm like a true master. Quite an exchange there. Extremely fast, very precise. I could tell I was in the zone at the time. I believe I'm not actually using an axe anymore. I switched to a mace. Whoops. So this one's called Many Willies at Once. However, unfortunately, I misspelled Willy when I was uploading it. So I strike, I go in, it's a brave stand. So I just kinda let loose, I got plenty of armor. And I just go in and swing about. Taking care of the halberd, man. You gotta take care of these spear fighters quickly or they'll poke you from a long distance behind. It's very upsetting when that happens. So we ended here just having a little duel against this axe man. His arm's injured and he's moving very slow. So the win was easy to take. So this one's called Skillful Precision. As you can see, it's a longsword battle. Kinda just doing a lot of feints there. In case he runs in, but eventually I bend him over and slice his neck. I just kinda go ham on him, leaving a lot of ketchup on the floor. What a mess. I continue to fight and go in and get this guy in the back, because I want to fight too. And we switch over to Spike Spear, and I kinda accidentally got him. And it's almost a draw, but I get my arm loose just in time. And just end him before he can get back up. So this one's called Golly Hammer Neck Strike. Using Warhammer, I do a very skillful parry and then just push it into his neck, like so. And I switch back to a greatsword after that. And immediately chop off a leg. He'll be old peg leg 10. know what they say. An ankle a day keeps the robbers away. And I just kind of throw him down and continue on to the next fight where I get a good arm stab. And from behind I hit him. Then go into half sword mode, changing the grip and all that. And I just kind of try to jab it into him as quickly as I could. And he falls and then we win. So here we have a two-handed warhammer. I forgot this thing was in the game, by the way. We immediately get a head smack and bonk. What a beautiful head bonk. He's gonna be sleeping peacefully on that rocky ground. I run by and I kick him up as I continue to fight. The light disrespect kick, just to show who's boss. Now swinging madly, I eventually do trip him and take him down. This one's called Master of the Great Sword, and as you can see immediately I go in and I slice him, kind of get him to jelly, and from behind I kind of get smacked by a spike spearman, as is very common in this game. No one likes a spike spear. I go in, push him through, and right like that I got him. And continuing on, I just knock over the pole arm, the other guy to the side, and throw his arm off. And I just taunt it with him. I throw it around, I ketchup him up a little, you know, with his ketchup arm. I put it on the fence to admire it. Truly a beauty. I love it. And I throw it. That's all I have for today. Let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Half Sword content. This has been the best of Half Sword shorts of February, and now we'll be moving into March. See you around. Stay brutal.